it records.
Yeah.
Okay.
It blew pretty good, but just for a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I was worried about, they were showing people that Bourbon Street was crowded and full of people, and this is on, Tuesday night, and that's when the storm was going to hit, and blah blah blah.
It did, but it looked worse on the radar than the actual bite itself.
Yeah.
it was more of a wind event. They were more concerned about those 2-story high floats, getting
Sure.
wind, catching wind, So, in fact, the night before Mardi Gras, they picked up all the portalets and everything up and down the street so they wouldn't go blowing over. I mean, they really thought it was going to be, 50, 60 mile an hour winds.
That's
There might have been a few gusts like that, but it wasn't, it was windy, but it wasn't as bad as all that.
Tell Chris about the Tesla cars Monday night.
Well, and the Orpheus Parade, which is the parade I used to record every year, for some reason the captain put some Tesla, those ugly Tesla trucks in there, and some of the grand marshals were riding in them. They had to pull them out before the parade was over because people were throwing shit at them and trying to break the windshields and everything. So, I said Sonny could have thought that one out a little better. I mean, but a lot of these people do it just for promo. They'll say, "Oh, we put our Tesla trucks in there," with a little
sure
God bless America sign on it or something with the Orpheus Monarch parade marshals and stuff. And they've had Hummers and stuff like that before, but it was all over the news. It was people throwing stuff at it, which I think is nice.
Yeah.
I hate to see the parade have anything that made it less enjoyable, but kind of like Musk getting a face full of what people really think of him.
It doesn't make any difference to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I read where he was suing the European Union because they imposed a tariff on Chinese made products, and since all his batteries are made in China, it's hurting his Teslas in Europe. And
I feel bad.
It doesn't give a rat's ass about anybody, Anyway, off of politics. There's Mr. Krippner. Speaking of politics.
Yeah.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello, gentlemen.
I was worried about Chris. Worried about the wind.
Oh, the wind. It was
fire.
all okay. All was good. All was good.
Good.
I mean, there were fires in 50 miles away or so.
Hey, Rick.
But, hello.
Hello, Rick.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Chris, you back in the States?
I sure am.
Oh.
All right. Welcome
back.
Italy.
Yeah, it was great. I was telling the guys it's just it's a wonderful respite for me from a weather perspective and see my family and all that jazz. So it was really great.
That's great.
Not too hard to take.
David, did you say you weren't anywhere near those fires at all?
No, they're a ways away, and more in South Carolina, I think.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Hey, there's Joel.
There's Joel, all right.
That's great.
I thought you'd like that.
America, yeah. Well, Chris, did you get to record playing with your daughter or anything this go around?
We did record a couple of things, not as much as we had hoped, but she had a concert and I couldn't make it. And they were going to record that too, but it was just too late at night. I can't do those late night things anymore. We got to have those what do we call? What should we call them? Brunch concerts.
Yeah. These days you'd have to find a mustache that's open only in the afternoons, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, be like Point Pleasant on Sundays. But if I get any of those, I'll send them to you, and so you can have a look.
I'd love to hear it.
Post them up on something or other, Facebook.
In a Point Pleasant.
There it is.
Gene LeBeau sent these to me, but I already had them. But I didn't know that was Gene back there.
Well, there it was, family night. It was from 6 to. Well, no, we had an afternoon thing because we used to do. We thought of it as a double gig. We did afternoon and we did the night. The afternoon was just kids, no liquor, no beer, no nothing.
That's
Who's
cool.
got that arm in the tuba? Do you know who that is? With his arm in the tuba?
Oh well.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a second.
Bixby on banjo and LeBeau.
Oh, Bixby. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. See, I recognize Eugene behind it with his flesh colored shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neil and I played Point Pleasant for a whole summer. Neil DeFeo. We had a little house that we stayed in Neptune, New Jersey, a couple of towns away.
And you had to drive, didn't you? He didn't drive, did he?
No, he didn't. But we bought a car together, and it was a 1953 Chrysler Windsor Deluxe. Thing weighed about 8,000 pounds. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how they could keep tires on it because it was such a load. But all we did was drive back and forth from there and occasionally to New York. That was pretty exciting. And the car didn't really survive that summer. That was it. It was the end of its career.
Wow. Off the subject, it kind of reminds me when I moved to Texas, I needed a second car, and my next door neighbor was wanting to sell a used Lincoln Town Car. It was just for Bonnie to drive the kids around in, so I bought it for $3,000. And we drove it for the 5 years I was in Texas, and that one weighed over 5,000 pounds too, I remember. And then when I was trying to sell it at the end, I sold it 25 cents a pound. I put it in the newspaper. And it was, how much does that car weigh? I said 5,500 pounds. Oh, okay, let me figure that out. But I had to change the tire on that thing one time. Good Lord, the tires on that. It was unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah. Neil and I bought that car, the Chrysler, for $175.
Wow.
That was a fair price by the pound.
We were splurging,
Easy monthly payments.
Probably had a 30-gallon tank.
It would need it because I think it only got like 6 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
In those days, we could stop at the Gulf station, and their cheapest gas was like 19 cents a gallon. So there you went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When Kent and I left Joplin, Missouri, to head on out to New Orleans, it was 22 cents, which
that's pretty good.
At that time, when we both had Volkswagens, they only had 10 gallons, $2.20.
Filled it up.
$2 to fill it up was still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I was in college, right before came to the Mustache, the gas was a quarter, and it took me 50 cents to fill it up. I think maybe 75 cents. I can't remember, but that was it went forever.
Yeah, it was right about when I bought my Triumph Spitfire. I bought that when I moved down the quarter because you can park it anywhere. It was great. Yeah, and gas. Yeah, I can remember it was $3. I think was the most I ever spent to fill it because gas was almost 30 cents where I went to the gas station.
Oh.
So, well, I use premium though. And yeah.
This is another picture from Gene LeBeau, and it's pretty. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
Not yet. Oh.
Can you see it?
Oh
now?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, it has a lot of people.
Yeah.
Very right.
That's when we we played at the International Banjo Convention. We were the headliners. And of course, it was Mike and myself and Bruce O'Neill. We see to the left, and Danny and Gene LeBeau and Babcock.
What a team.
And Mike lives about an hour from where we performed. We performed in Raleigh, was in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Mike lives about an hour from there. And we're sitting on Mike's back porch having some fun.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, I remember they had another picture of the band on Mike's porch. So this is Mike's back porch now too?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice back porch.
Oh yeah, very nice. Beautiful out there.
Oh, he's got a beautiful spread of ground. He's got a bunch of acres with a creek rolling through it. He keeps a lot of it manicured, and a lot of it is wild brush, woods and stuff.
Mhm.
But it's beautiful out there.
It is nice.
And his house is actually a log cabin,
Hmm.
Oh,
but it's
Sounds
got
good.
all the plush amenities and all that. It's like a regular house. Just looks like a log cabin from the outside. From the inside, it's a regular house.
yeah.
Well, Emily, how you doing?
Fine, yeah.
Good.
Getting ready to go to Africa.
Oh,
Oh,
Taking over for Jane Goodall?
What?
Taking over for Jane Goodall?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Going on. I lived in Uganda for a year. Long, long, long ago, 60 years ago, 50 years ago. My then husband was a doctor, and he took a sabbatical from Yale to go to work with a Danish dermatologist in Uganda who had established a clinic for tropical diseases.
Wow.
what? Interesting.
So he said he would help him out. There were 3 million people in Uganda at the time, and so they each had a million five. And so we bought a little secondhand Peugeot and we went driving all over the safari territory in Uganda and Tanzania. And then for a while when I was ending my time at Yale, I was the admissions director for the environment school, and I got to travel. And of course, I went right back to East Africa and recruited there because we were looking for people from developing countries that needed a good, environmental background and training. And so there are now about 12 of our graduates that are there. And I'm going on a trip with Yale, the Yale alumni tour, but they're going to have a get together there. And so I get to see them now after all these years. And
That'd be nice, yeah.
it's going to be just really great. But it's in June, but it takes, and I don't know, it takes a really long time. You have to get the visa, you have to do the inoculations, you have to get the flight. I mean, it's a big deal to get ready for this. The preparation is, it's fun, but
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
it's going to be really good. I'm excited.
That's a lot of pictures.
What?
You'll have to send us a lot of pictures.
Oh no, I'm terrible at taking pictures. I would like to, but maybe I will just because of you.
Yeah. That would be an amazing trip. Yeah.
So, but otherwise, things are okay here. They're good. We're getting a little spring weather, and I was really curious. Did you hear about how it went on Bourbon Street during the storm? Did anybody know about that?
Yeah, they did fine. There was
No problems.
talking about it. It was a real high wind, but nobody was injured or anything on Bourbon Street. They might have fallen down drunk, but nobody got blown over. I didn't hear of any injuries or shootings or anything. I mean, considering how widespread Mardi Gras is,
Yeah.
usually you hear about somebody falling off a float or getting stepped on by a horse or something. I can't remember even any injury reports.
I don't think they had Rex and Zulu marching earlier, and so before those wins. So I don't think they had any problems anywhere.
Yeah,
It was all over the national news. They had pictures of, the storm going through and all. So it seemed hopeful, but it's not good.
Yeah, well, the parades were pretty much over by then.
It wasn't as bad as TV made it out to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. Like everything else.
But seriously, but the whole Mardi Gras season, I can't recall any incidents. That unless some. Did you remember hearing anything, Barry or Rick?
No.
They had 2 shootings in New Orleans during that, but that wasn't anywhere near Mardi. It had nothing to do with Mardi Gras. It was off in the neighborhoods somewhere, like that kind of thing.
It's always amazing to me, like the hundreds of thousands of people that are down there, and very rarely do you hear of anything, any incidents. Even like I said, a few years ago, they had people were hurt trying to cross between floats, the tandem floats,
Oh,
you know, and
Yeah,
a
the
couple
first time
times
they
I
had
hear about somebody falling off a float that
two
didn't have
floats
their
together.
thing on. But considering all the stuff that goes on, it's amazing that you very rarely hear any problems, you know.
Yeah, but Billy, didn't you say they picked up the day before, Monday before Mardi Gras, they picked up all the porta johns because of
Yeah. Monday night before Mardi Gras, they picked up the portalettes and all that up and down St. Charles Avenue because they were expecting 40, 50 mile an hour winds, which would kind of blow them things over. You know, so
well, that'd be real pleasant.
yeah.
Yeah, but without them, that's a lot of people.
That's another problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is like some of the like Zulu had paid a lot of bands to come in and march in their parade, but they got rid of they took all the bands out between the floats so that they could go faster.
Mm-hmm. And Zulu didn't make it to Canal Street. They cut it. They stopped at Portage and went to the Superdome there.
Yeah. But it turns out it really didn't get as bad as they anticipated, but they wanted to, you know, better be safe than sorry. You know, that's all you need is another black mark against Mardi Gras of the city or something like that, you know.
And what happens? Somebody gets blown off one of those floats and they sue the city. City don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, like I told Barry, I wouldn't want to be the person to make that decision. That'd be a tough one.
Well, the new police chief is pretty matter of fact. You know, I like her quite a bit.
I like her. Yeah.
She just says, "Look, this is it." You know, what we say goes. You know, and some of the parades, like in Metairie, they canceled the parade completely. But they decided they're going to run after the St. Patrick's Day parade next week in Metairie. So, in the St. Patrick's Day parade already has about 100 floats, but really trucks and stuff. So
Wow.
they put the Metairie parade after that. I said, you know, you better be ready to go for a 4 or 5 hour parade if you go down there.
Well, I went to the St. Patrick's Day parade in the Irish Channel when I used to work down there, and
Always good.
somebody gave me a cabbage, and because they used to throw fruit or vegetables off those floats, and this cabbage was like as big as a bowling ball.
Yeah.
They still do, Tom.
Hmm?
They still do grow vegetables.
Cabbages, potatoes, carrots, corn, you know, they'll throw it off the floats. They're supposed to hand them off, but
Luckily, they
if
handed
you don't
me
have
the
both
cabbage,
hands up, you could get hit with a cabbage. So you got to be
because getting hit with that cabbage would have been tough.
Yeah.
Every year we go to the Irish parade and come home and cook a big pot of corned beef and cabbage with potatoes and carrots
Oh, yeah.
and onions that we caught from the parade. Traditions.
They don't throw the corned beef though.
No, you got to buy your slab of corned beef.
I don't know if I'd cook any corned beef I caught off a float.
No.
The best time to buy corned beef is the day after St. Patrick's Day. Super cheap.
Yep. It's like turkeys
Yeah.
They have to wait.
after Thanksgiving and hams after Easter.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Back from the Carnegie Hall thing.
That's great.
Barry was trying to hit a high note, I think.
Is that Carnegie Hall? Is it?
Yeah, that's Carnegie. Yeah. You got Mike and Barry and Dan.
There's Snake back there and Joan.
Wait a minute, is that okay? Yeah, Snake and Joan.
Yeah.
That's not Carnegie
No,
Hall.
it isn't Carnegie because Danny wasn't at Carnegie. Yeah, so it had to be something else.
Must have been the Suncoast.
Either Suncoast or Punta Gorda.
Oh, right.
I got to go let somebody in.
Okay. All right.
He didn't mean let them in on the call. He meant let them in the door.
Yes.
Hey, Billy,
Huh.
do me a favor. That last picture, send me a copy of that. I don't have a copy of that one.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking through pictures before y'all got on to see if there's anything we hadn't looked at in a while. And I don't remember seeing one lately.
Send that one to me. That's one I don't have.
Okay, let me make me copy it right now and put it on my desktop, because if I close the folder, I'll never remember where it was. So I'm gonna paste it on my desktop. Okay. That's what happens when we start going through all these dozens of folders that I have mustache stuff in. And I said, put that one back up. And I said, I don't remember what folder it was even in. Let me see. Here's something we hadn't, I don't know if I ever showed this picture. And I had kind of long ago, I had gone through Steve Yoakum's Facebook page. And I found some pictures. And this was, I think it's him and his wife.
That is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Hmm.
How long ago was that?
It was on his Facebook page, and I don't really, nobody sent it to me. This was a while back when I was, we were finding things about Steve when he passed, and I remember pulling that picture, but I don't know if I had ever displayed it.
No, I've never seen that before.
No. I expect it's a while back, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. I think she had corresponded with Tom or Barry, because I know we've asked about using some of his photos or music on the Zoom before. She says pretty much, okay, yeah, anything.
She's very active on Facebook.
Yes, she is, yeah.
A lot of his stuff. Hey,
I got a different one. Here's one with the New York band.
Ta-da. Who's the trombone player? I don't recognize him.
Where is it?
I don't either.
Yeah.
the banjo players were Bob Adams and who's the other
Alan Doxey.
guy?
Right.
Alan Doxey, yeah.
Red Bellerman on tuba and Joe Terra, yeah, but the trombone player is a mystery to me. I don't know who it is. Oh well.
And the Walrus. I don't guess y'all ever played I Am the Walrus on the stage, huh? With that walrus up there.
No.
No.
Cuckoo Cachoo.
Yeah, that's right. It seemed like it'd be a natural, you know? Because I don't know if there's a banjo arrangement for that song. Okay. How old do you think, what year do you think that picture might be?
I bet you it's late 60s.
Yeah, probably.
I like it because it has all three of the bananas. Y'all told me before what each banana does.
Right. That's right. That's right. He graduated from one banana to three bananas. You're right. Right.
Yeah.
Put the clapping hands up there. They did that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was clapping hands. What else were the other two bananas?
Bass drum and a cymbal.
Right. Yeah. Funny.
And the audience loved that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 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 Joe just kind of exuded enthusiasm. I mean, he would get it out of the audience beautifully well. Yeah.
Yeah. He was a showman.
For sure.
Oh.
I do have a caption for this. It says OKC 2014.
Yeah, that's when we were the headliners for the Kingston Trio.
Right. Sure.
In Oklahoma. And that's Joel and the whole Denver crew. Everybody from the Denver club.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's a shame that Mike and Snake aren't with us today.
Well, I hope they're with us, just not here.
Yeah. Yeah, because usually Snake is on early, and Mike usually sends me something during the week, but I haven't gotten anything. So
okay.
All right. Well, actually, I have the poster for that somewhere. Let's see. Let me get this here.
Son of a gun! Look at that, beautiful. Yeah.
father's mustache.
And that was in a big arena we played in. It was huge.
It was, yeah, gigantic, right? It really was.
I mean, huge, like a basketball arena.
Yeah, right.
So that was the actual when the mustache exhibit first opened there. It says new exhibit opening, your father's mustache.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
And so that was after the 50th anniversary because the picture that's on there was from the 50th anniversary.
It was 3 years after.
Right.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. Earl Scruggs, Kingston Trio.
Well, Earl wasn't there, but his kid was.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody played the Earl Scruggs part, but I don't think it was his son. I can't remember who it was, but it was somebody in the image of Earl Scruggs for sure.
Was it
That was a swell time. It really was.
It was a great weekend. Yeah, it really was.
We had
You're
the
right.
Kingston Trio there. We had all the mustache stuff and mustache people. And then we also had all the, I enjoyed it because all the banjo players I knew from all those banjo rallies. I used to go to all of them, you know?
Sure.
so? How many mustache? So how many people did y'all have for the mustache play in there total? You know, from the.
Oh, shit. Jim, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, probably 15 or 20, I guess. Oh, but wasn't 100, but it was more than a few.
Yep.
We filled the stage to overflowing. So how many would that take? Probably a couple of dozen.
I think there were about 30 people on stage there.
Yeah, I would think closer to 30.
Yeah, I think it was around 30. Hi, guys.
Hey,
Hey, Mike, we were just
Hey,
talking.
Mike.
Chris is back.
Yeah. But I only speak Italian now.
Ken said he's been on the phone trying to change doctors all day, so just tell everybody hi.
Oh my.
Thank you.
I don't know if this will pop back up again. I had this picture up earlier, Mike. It has, I think, it's a lot of the Denver group.
Yeah, that's all Denver guys with Joel.
Yeah.
You want names? I can give you names if you don't.
Sure, that would be great.
On the far left is John Mumford.
Yeah.
I'm in the hat behind Ted Turner. Then Harold Johnson. Gene LeBeau in the mustache hat.
Yeah.
Joe Petrocelli. And you guys all know Snake and Mike Gentry.
Yeah.
Nice picture.
It's a shame they got tucked you behind somebody.
Oh,
boy.
well. That usually happened with Babcock standing in front of me, but I'm used to it. I'm just an old rhythm section rat. I'm used to all the guys standing in front of me, man.
So, Jim, John McLaren asked me to a couple months ago. I didn't see it, but can you see this?
Yeah.
What's the address of the Mount Point Pleasant Club?
I have no idea.
Okay. Sorry, John. We don't know. Does anyone know the street at the Blackpool Club? I guess not.
No, I never knew an address even when I visited there.
Okay. Well, forget that.
Postal addresses in the UK are mysterious. They're really funny. They don't lay out like ours. They have a lot of numbers in them.
Yeah.
I wonder if that Point Pleasant address is on a piece of stationery somewhere.
It's just another oldie.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
couple of Hall of Famers there, boy.
That
Yeah, I
was,
don't know what's going on, but I'm having some trouble with my microphone computer. It keeps going on and off and stuff, so I'll just keep trying to keep it on and active. So.
yeah. That was a lot of fun at the 50th.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, McLaren also asked about, were we talking about on one of the Zoom's some Tiffany shades or something. I was sniffing around the interwebs for some clue about the YFM stained glass you alls were discussing, and I saw this.
Oh,
Some barber shop, and
oh yeah, some barbershop in where was it? New Bedford. Yeah.
can you see what's up? Can you see the barber shop now?
Nope.
No.
Okay, give me a second.
There was a chain of barber shops a whole lot of years ago called Your Father's Mustache. There was one in a shopping mall here in Denver.
Can you see it now?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, amazing that it popped up.
Hmm.
They got the mugs and everything. We saw this last week, but
Yeah, that barber shop existed for a few years, probably about 40 years ago. I don't know if they're still in business. They haven't been here for a long time.
I think there might have been one in Pittsburgh.
That's interesting because if it was a copyrighted trademarked or copyrighted, then we were in violation.
Oh, the mustache existed before the barber shop.
I'm not so sure.
Well, I remember when it opened here and the mustache had been closed here for 6 or 7 years. I remember calling Joel to ask him if he knew about it, and he said he was aware of it.
Okay. Probably just laying low. Why stir up something you don't need to?
Well, that design on the Roger has one of the original mugs, and I have a couple of them too. The actual person on that looked different on the original mug. It was a slightly different face. I'd have to go dig one out, but so that was our second iteration, I guess, of the mustache mug.
Hmm.
Let's see. I'm just pop some pictures up while we're chatting here.
Those mustache mugs turn up on eBay all the time.
Oh yeah, I got quite a few.
Mhm.
I had 6 of them, but I've donated them to a
That
music
might be kinda
museum here
small
in
to
Denver.
look at. I'm sorry.
Disney.
Yeah.
Great shot. Yeah.
Little Peter.
Peter and
Not very large.
Bob Leary, then a guy I don't know, and then of course Steve at the end.
I'm not sure who the washboard player is.
Oh, who's the banjo player in the middle? I don't recognize him either.
Yeah, Bob Leary's a blast. He's a lot of fun.
Oh, terrific guy. Yeah, terrific guy. He's
He's not
another
doing
guy.
much in music anymore either.
Yeah, I hear from him now and again, but
I'm wondering what a place like Disney would have done without mustache as a training ground for all their jazz players, banjo bands. Seemed like there was an awful lot of former mustache players filling in at Disney World.
One time, Mike Gentry and I made a list, and it was like 30 something people. He played at the Mustache and went on to Disney.
Wow.
well, some of them are still there. I think isn't H still there? And
No.
I know
No, when COVID came along, they got rid of the Grand Floridian band.
Mike Swan is still there. Out
Well,
in California.
I'm in touch with H a lot because he's originally from Denver, and they have a band called I forget what it is, but they were at the Grand Floridian Hotel. He was there himself for 38 years, and the Grand Floridian Hotel just canceled all the music about 5 years ago and got rid of the band completely. I get postings from him on Facebook about concerts they do down there. They're working some. It's like a typical 7-piece jazz band or dance band more than anything. Uses Davy Jones on cornet a lot and some other guys.
Well, there's some quality players down there. Davy's wonderful.
They play at a place I think it's called Pilar's Loft about once or twice a month. Somewhere in that area.
Yeah, that's fun, but it don't pay the rent, That was the nice part about Disney. I mean, you get a pension and a regular salary and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not too many jobs with pensions anymore.
No, for sure, for sure.
All right, this is the last thing. Oh, never mind.
I just popped one up, Tom. Yeah. Yeah, that was
No, West Mix. It is, isn't it?
Oh, that's Charlie Fardella, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Charlie.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely not Wes.
yeah, I remember all I know that recognizes Banu, and Steve Yoakum. I don't
The far right is Dickie Thomas, the drummer. He was a good guy and a great drummer.
yeah, it was Banu's top billing there, so I guess she had him, backing her. I don't know where it is, whether it was shot though.
Tuba player's name is Hank Grieve. He did Red Garter with us.
Oh. In Jersey?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Tom, I'll take it down. You can show the picture.
Okay. Coming. All right, this is McLennan's last thing that he sent me because I just didn't see that he sent me all these emails and I found them. So this one, can you see that? Hi, Tom, I received a Christmas card from Lee Black. I don't have an email address for her, but I wrote if she has an email. But the next one is, please don't let this spark an inappropriate political discussion, but I would like to ask the group to say a prayer for Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick and his family. He attended Cranberry School where I taught music for 20 years, and we had exchanged emails a few times after he joined the Capitol Department. Brian's mother was a chief school administrator secretary, and I saw her every day. Cranberry is also the hometown of Todd Bierman, famous for declaring "Let's roll on Flight 93." I taught Todd's son David to play
Oh boy.
Oh,
for him. All the best, John. Okay. I was just
Yeah,
trying to go through John's stuff.
that was 4 years ago, that one. So
Yeah.
well, we got St. Patrick's Day coming up, and this was I guess Mike might have sent this to me some time ago. It's the
Oh, yeah,
Denver band at
1980. I had knee surgery about a month before that and couldn't stand up, and I was leaning against the wall to keep standing up. But there's the trumpet player, the clarinet player, Joe Petrocelli, and myself from the band are still on the planet. Which I probably won't be much longer, but I'll tell you more about that in a little bit.
yeah.
This is a Mexican restaurant called O'Rourke's Cantina. The owner, Pat McCaffrey, was Irish, and his wife Barbara was German, and they had a Mexican restaurant.
Sure, why not?
Big place.
God.
wow.
Yeah, well,
Looks pretty rustic.
yeah.
Well, just a couple old army barracks placed end to end and turned into a restaurant.
Why not?
Yeah, I'll get your St. Patrick's Day shirts, and of course, we'll believe your story that you were leaning against the wall because of your knee. Okay,
That's the honest to God truth, man.
it was on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let me just lean against this wall here. Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, I just saw that first, and I think, well, St. Patrick's Day coming up next week. No, not next week.
No, the week after.
Week after.
Yeah.
Ira.
Hey, guys.
Era.
Well, this isn't this year, but this was a couple years ago. So
Wow.
Yeah.
a lot of people.
It is.
Was it that busy this year?
No.
Really?
Yeah, well, not on Mardi Gras Day, but they had quite a few people.
You got bad weather, didn't you? Or at least the threat of it.
I think the last day was, didn't they move the parade somewhere?
They
No,
shortened
just
them
had 'em.
because of weather.
Yeah. they sped them up. They shortened the route, and they took out the marching band so that it could get through before the heavy wind and rain came in.
Wow.
Did it come in? Did it come in, or was it
late though? It was
It came in late, like 7 o'clock at night.
okay?
7:30 at night. Yeah.
But things were just getting started at 7 o'clock at night. You got 5 hours to go, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do remember the chaos that last 5 hours is, but
Oh, yeah. Pretty chaotic.
Hey, Barry, did Danny work in the quarter during Mardi Gras?
He did,
Really?
and he was with Pete Fountain's group.
Oh,
Without
Was
Pete
he-
Fountain,
yeah, I didn't think Pete Fountain would be there.
Wasn't he also on Fox? Because Fox took over part of the street.
he did that for Super Bowl. Yeah.
yeah,
That's right.
That's
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl. Yeah.
Hmm.
I've been playing Pete Fountain's tune for the last 5 days. But while we danced at the Mardi Gras,
Oh, okay.
we had a Mardi Gras job today. It's funny. The leader said that he got a call from this guy. They said, "Can you play on Mardi Gras?" I said, "Well, Mardi Gras, we're already booked for Mardi Gras." He says, "Well, that's Tuesday. Can you play Thursday?" I said, "But that's not Mardi Gras." I said, "We'll just fake it." So we played a Mardi Gras job today.
Right.
I just got back actually, but
Oh, yeah.
that's fine.
Hey, listen, you guys, I can't talk very long. My COPD has gotten really bad, and as of last week, I'm officially on home hospice.
Oh wow!
Oh, my.
So it's been coming on for a long time, and up until recently, I was able to get out and do things. But about 3 weeks ago, I was kind of like falling off a cliff. So I signed up for Medicaid and got home hospice last week. So I'm going to be on here every chance I get. But one of the things that goes with COPD as you talk, you get out of breath, and that's what's happening to me right now. So I just wanted to come on and say, hi, howdy, and it's been if I don't see y'all again, it's wonderful to know you. I don't want to bum you out or anything. That's not my point. I'm just trying to let you know what's happening in case something happens when it happens, which it will.
Well, prayers for you, brother.
And I need a shave. Anybody want to come up and give me a shave?
You need to get one. You need to get one of those nurses like what's his name at
Yeah, I've got one. One was out today.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Visiting nurses.
Yeah.
The hospice people here are incredible, and the visiting nurses, everybody's just amazing. It's just it's so nice because there's so many things I can't do anymore, and I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I'm just letting everybody know, and I'm fine with what's gone on and what's happening. And it's been a pleasure trip for 81 years, knowing a lot of incredible people and musicians and non-musicians and everything. So I'm very lucky and very blessed.
Well, I hope we see you next week.
Well, I
Yeah.
do too.
Yeah.
It's a day-by-day thing, and I'm just letting some select people know what's going on, so somebody doesn't say, "Hey, whatever happened to that wacko washboard player Johnson out there someday?" That thimble-minded old washboard player. What happened to that guy?
We need you, Mike, because you're the only ones who remembers all the names of everybody in
Yeah.
these pictures.
That's right.
I don't know why that is. When I went back to college when I was 45, I had the damnest time with remembering math formulas and stuff and things, but people's names and things is different. For some reason, they get in my head, and for about 90% of the time, I remember who the hell they are 50 years later. It's just a weird memory.
That's yeah.
Yeah, but what did you have for breakfast yesterday?
Right, exactly.
I had a croissant, ham and cheese, and turkey.
Well, you stay well, Mike.
Yeah. Take care.
Oh, thanks, guys. I
Be
gotta
well.
sign off now, but
We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
I'll
see you next week.
on it.
We're praying for you, Mike. We love you, man.
Yeah.
I love you guys too. You all take care.
Prayers for you, bro.
Hang in there.
Yeah, I've still got all that old washboard stuff you sent me here to from your washboard archives.
Oh, speaking of which, Barry and Bill, I said emailed you a little banjo thing today. I don't know if you got it or not yet, but
Yeah, I didn't see it.
it's like a meme that came off of Facebook,
Oh,
and it may not have come through to you, but I sent it about an hour and a half ago. I don't know
Okay.
if you got it, Barry.
I didn't get it yet,
No.
Okay.
I'll take a look in a little bit. Yeah.
but
It's just a cutesy,
I've been on this Zoom for an hour, so.
it's a cutesy banjo thing. So, all right, guys, you all take care. I'll see you next
Yeah,
week.
Mike.
Good.
Yes, you will see us next week.
Bye, Mike.
See you next week.
Yeah, Mike.
Hey, Gim, when you played While We Dance at the Mardi Gras, did you sing it?
No, but the leader sang it.
Now, you know who wrote the lyrics to it?
The lyrics to that. Oh, don't tell me it was Danny.
No.
Oh, no, I have no idea.
Mercer, Johnny Mercer.
Oh, honestly, really? How about that?
People don't know that.
How about that? Really? Johnny Mercer was a great one.
Yeah. And it was originally written as a waltz.
Yeah, okay.
Waltz, really.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
slow.
It'll work.
While we dance, as we dream, as
Sure.
we rock, like
Sure. It'll work. Sure. I'll be darned.
Hey, Barry, you're looking more like Sean Connery every day.
Yeah, really.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I admire your taste. I thought I was looking a little like Clint Eastwood my whole life, so I'm going all the way with it. Clint Eastwood look.
Get your beer shaken, not stirred.
Yeah.
What would Joe Terra say about that, Barry? He'd say, "Yeah, you look like Sean Connery. He's dead."
Yeah,
Ever say that?
sure. Sure. Joe Terra, if somebody were to inadvertently scratch their butt, he would say, "You have some in your eye."
Uh,
Remember that, Ira? Him saying,
Yeah, yeah.
"You got some in your eye."
let's see. Well, here's a little video clip. It'll probably kick me off, but I'll put it on anyway. Every time I try to play a video clip, I end up getting ejected. Let me try this again here.
Okay, well, there's Joe.
It'll start. Here we go. It does have music eventually.
Hi, Joe. It is indeed. It is indeed. No, I just got home actually. So, a phone message or an email or. Sure. Sure.
More, I'm still not satisfied.
Yeah.
If I can get out of that picture without having to. No, okay. I'll be back. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we just lost Billy because he
Yeah.
didn't see it.
He
Well,
took one
here's-
for the team in order to play that clip.
Yeah. Here's an old picture.
Bruce O'Neill.
Bruce O'Neill. Who's the guy in the other banjo player?
It's Neil Undersayer.
Oh, that's Neil Undersayer.
Huh.
And this audience member looks like he was having a good time. A fake mustache and a hat.
There you go. Was that the New Orleans club? I guess so.
I
Yeah.
think so. And is that Roger on the?
Yeah.
That's Roger on the right, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that's a Dixie flag behind them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the banjo player on the left for a second was Buzzy.
No, that's Bruce.
It's Bruce O'Neill. That was before he looked like Prince Valiant.
Yeah, speaking of Prince Valiant, here we go.
Oh, you're back.
To it. Say, come on, where are you? Takes a while to move these things around sometimes.
Oh, there you go.
There's Bruce O'Neill in the Prince Valiant look.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Maynard.
Irv Eisen all the way on the right. And I think it's Irv, isn't it? Yeah.
That's Irv.
Yeah. And Maynard.
Maynard.
I don't know who the banjo players with the big beard, though.
I don't know who that is either, but the one all the way to the left with the glasses, that's Rick Brono.
Okay. And it looks like, I don't know, there's a drum kit on this, not a drum kit, but a snare and a cymbal. So I don't, maybe,
Maynard used to play that in addition to the trombone.
okay.
Okay.
But I don't see a washboard player. Did he used to just like,
No washboard player in this band.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it lets me stop sharing still pictures, but every time I try to stop sharing a movie, it kicks me off. So I don't know.
Yeah.
The Denver picture
Oktoberfest.
from Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Mike and his Lederhausen.
Yeah.
And the guy playing the washboard, his name was Bruce Wilson. He was also an assistant manager
Oh, yeah.
in Denver. He also was the assistant manager in New Orleans. He's the guy who gave me my orientation.
Yeah. Bruce Wilson.
He hired me and Rick, I think.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I thought that's who that, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, he used to insist that if you order a pitcher of beer, you get a box of nuts with it, whether they ask for the nuts or not. And you call that a Wilson. Give me a Wilson, which is a pitcher of light with a box of nuts.
Hmm.
Because even if they didn't order one, by the time you brought it to them, they say, "Yeah, leave me. Go ahead." You know,
Oh, yeah.
makes them drink more beer too.
That's true. Salty peanuts. Yum.
Yeah, didn't somebody stop by in Salty Peanuts because it was cheaper and they
Yeah, Barry told that story.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Did David really do that?
It was because they were not available at the time.
Oh.
That's the first I heard of that excuse. I remember when it happened. We said, man, these guys are geniuses. Came to us and said, you guys got to play faster and longer, and your breaks are too much and all that stuff because our beer sales are going down.
Right.
Wow.
And all that started happening when y'all started buying unsalted peanuts.
Yeah, there was a large amount of people there. That was at the 87 reunion, huh? Or 86?
87 reunion.
87.
Okay.
Now that's Buzzy sitting right in front of me.
Yeah, I see Buzzy.
I'm in the
Yeah,
black cloud.
behind you. Is that Vanasek?
It might be.
I think that looks like Bob Vanasek.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. No, behind you, Barry, is Alan Doxey.
Okay, Alan Doxey.
Oh. I see Bob Adams all the way to the right, I think.
Bob Adams and Chris is right up front, right next to Joel.
Yeah.
Is that Peter all the way at the back with that big, heavy black mustache on?
I think so.
It looks like somebody drew it on almost.
That might be one of those black mustaches from the tables.
Yeah. Yeah. And who's the lady, the female banjo player with the white dress on or white blouse?
Oh, towards the right?
Yeah.
Next to Bob Adams.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's Joan.
That's Joan.
That's Joan?
I've only seen her with blonde hair.
I'm saying that because Joan is the only one I ever remember as a girl banjo player.
No, Cynthia Sayer.
Not in my era.
No.
No.
But maybe Joan wore a wig. I don't know.
Cynthia Sayer, then there was another girl that played banjo.
Mm-hmm.
Banu played banjo, but there was another girl, Penny Fuller.
Oh, Penny Fuller. Right. Penny played. Cynthia Sayer. You said Banu.
Mm-hmm. And Joan.
Yeah.
Who's the guy in between the girl and myself?
That's Barry Rank.
Barry Rank. I always forget his name.
Yeah.
I played with him a lot.
I think somewhere didn't I see like a list of all the people that played at the 87 reunion?
No, I got a lot of stuff from the 87 reunion files and
I have a lot too.
And all the things they gave away and all that stuff.
Yeah. I see Lil Ira over there to the left.
Yeah, second from the left.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that Mike Johnson next to him?
It might be. Yeah, it looks like Mike all the way to the left.
Yeah, I think that's Mike.
The percussion section, huh?
And then next to Little Ira and next to Buzzy that's Sacco, isn't it?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Face, yeah.
They're hard.
Is that Mike Gentry behind them? No, yeah.
What, next to Barry?
Is that right next to Barry? Is that Mike Gentry?
Yes.
Looks like him.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I know that's Jerry Sacco in front of him, then Buzzy, Joel. Who's the tuba player in the back?
Don't know, Ira.
I don't know him.
Okay. Oh, sorry I missed that reunion, but
that was the best one.
I think so. That one was great.
Yeah, well, Barry talked to me and tried to get me to go, but I was doing theater back then and I had a show going on. I couldn't leave.
That was a good reunion.
Hey, Snake, you got your sound cut off, but it's nice to see you.
Yes. Hey,
about to take off. We'll see y'all next week, guys.
Hey, Rick.
Okay, Rick.
See y'all later.
Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
Y'all too, everybody.
Yeah.
There it is.
No, you didn't leave. There you are.
I'm
Okay.
trying to. Well,
You just thought you left. Bye, Rick.
hey, back again. Oh.
Okay. Hi, Dick. I didn't get a chance to talk to you. Did something happen to the top of your head?
I have had dermosurgery for a downward growing squamous. So
Okay.
whenever I wiggle my nose, it hurts. Other than that,
Well, don't wiggle your nose.
Yeah, don't wiggle
Yeah.
your nose.
they've done it 3 different places on consecutive Thursdays. So I was a little late today and missed the earlier ones. But it's good to see you all and to be able to tune in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when you go to the doctor, say it hurts when I do this. He says, well, don't do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Just be glad you're not Samantha from Bewitched.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, you go to enchant somebody and hurt your head at the same time. Yeah.
Hey, Chris, how was Italy?
Oh, it's terrific. Had a
Yeah.
great time. Very relaxing, delicious food.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great city. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I had your friend's meatballs last night.
Dan Mancini's.
They're pretty good.
They are.
Does he sell them through the whole country?
Yep. And he
Wow.
just sent me a note. He got them in every Costco in the country.
And that's a lot of Costco.
Oh,
That's a
Costco has
lot
a
of
meatball
balls.
sub. I wonder if that's what it is. Wow.
Okay.
So he's selling a lot of meatballs.
Yeah.
I have to check them out. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're in all the Publix here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Snake, we can't hear you, but good to see you.
Yeah, real good to see you.
Yeah, Mike was just on.
Oh, he's muted. That's why.
He got off a little bit early today. He was telling us about going on hospice. So he's going to check in with us again next week.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Billy, before next week, we got to talk because I'm going to the beach with Emily, but as long as the beach house has internet, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But if I get up there and it doesn't, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know. I think if you set it up, I can start it up. As far as I know, I don't. I'll look at my calendar, but as far as I know, I have nothing that would conflict with it. So
Next Thursday is the 13th.
Can you hear me?
Being here.
Oh,
Yeah, now we can.
Got you
Yeah,
now,
now we
Snake.
can because you're unmuted.
yeah, I muted Gim's a little while ago because he was talking on the phone. So
He's still talking on the phone.
yeah. Anyway, well, it's getting close to wrap up time. I wasn't going to start another video or anything.
No, I'm going to take off, guys.
Okay, Chris.
Thanks,
Hopefully,
Chris.
see you
Good to
next
see you.
week.
Next
Bring
week,
your friends,
hopefully, we'll
everybody.
see
Hi,
everybody.
Emily.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
trying next week.
Really?
Yep.
Okay,
I'll be here next week.
Take care, guys.
Good seeing y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, always is.
All right.
Next week, we'll talk about that next reunion.
All right. So I'm going to end. So see you guys later.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Tom.
Bye-bye.
Take care,
Thank you,
Tom.
Tom. Thank you, Bill.